Stories for Tuesday, June 18th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. I'm still annoyed at Instagram because of the last episode that I posted. If you didn't have a chance to listen, go back, check it out. I do a deep dive into a recent podcast interview that Adam Mosseri did, explaining why it's not really in Instagram's best interests to pay creators for the work that they do. Let's do some TikTok news first. Wired magazine posted an interview with someone named Frank McCourt. This is not a person that I'm familiar with, but he's the former owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers baseball team. He acquired most of his wealth through real estate, and he announced last month that he is mounting a bid to purchase TikTok from the Chinese company that owns it, ByteDance. Frank McCourt has a vision. I'm going to explain it in a second, but what he is doing right now is bringing together foundations, investors, and others who share his vision of a more fair and open web. The initiative is called Project Liberty, and this all centers around the idea that closed platforms like Facebook and Twitter hold too much power over what we see online. When this Project Liberty initiative was formed in 2021, it started creating an open protocol called the Decentralized Social Networking Protocol, or DSNP, as a solution. Frank McCourt gave a quote to Wired, quote, "The whole American project is based on our ability to be in charge of our lives and have, first of all, agency, autonomy, choice, and liberty, and our rights have been stripped away from us by these big platforms." End quote. Here's the important concept. Instead of starting over each time with a new social media platform as one becomes more popular or potentially gets shut down, protocols like the Decentralized Social Networking Protocol would enable you to bring your social graph of friends and followers to another app that suits your taste better. There's a really good quote in this Wired article from Audrey Tang, who is the former Minister of Digital Affairs of Taiwan. Audrey is part of this Project Liberty Institute, and she gives this quote, "Having more than one email provider choice or more than one browser experience makes the World Web Service experience better." End quote. So potentially, this would be the same kind of concept, the way we can use Gmail or Yahoo Mail or your own mail provider or whatever you want. All of those allow you to email the people that you want. So it would be the exact same thing on social media platforms. You could be on whatever platform you want and connect with whoever you want to connect with. The idea here is for the Project Liberty initiative to purchase TikTok and then migrate it over to this decentralized social media platform. Then it could scale quickly, and that would make this DSNP protocol more competitive against other protocols. It's a really good idea. I'm very interested in tracking this, and I'll continue to keep you updated as it progresses. In other TikTok-related news, ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, has released a new app called Whee. It's WHEE. It's not currently available in the US, but it's live in over a dozen countries. And when you click on the listing for it in the Google Play Store, it explains that Whee is a new social app created to keep you connected with your close friends through life's spontaneous moments. You can capture and share real-life photos that only your friends can see, allowing you to be your most authentic self. Whee is the best place for close friends to share life moments. As a reminder, TikTok recently launched TikTok Notes, which is an Instagram-like app for sharing photos and texts. Whee seems to be focused on a friends-only approach, but it's a little bit confusing. Why couldn't this functionality just be integrated into TikTok Notes, similar to how Instagram handles public and private accounts and gives you access to your close friends that you can share stories to directly and so forth? Not sure exactly what the logic is here, but perhaps the idea behind Whee is that it's a separate app, so therefore you don't accidentally post something publicly that you only want your private close friends to see, and therefore keeping the app separate is the best way to ensure that happens. As this app becomes more widely available, specifically in the United States, I will let you know. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into some huge Threads news and some Instagram strategy, so stick around. Oh, hey, welcome back. Let's dive right into the Threads news, which is a huge announcement and something that I've been talking about for a while. Adam Mosseri posted on Threads that he is excited to announce the Threads API is launching today. You can now use your favorite third-party applications to publish posts, reply to others, see insights, and more. He goes on to say that he hopes this helps businesses and creators manage their Threads presence at scale. As always, he's open to hearing your feedback and suggestions on how they can improve things on Threads, end quote. In a blog post on developers.facebook.com, there's more details about the Threads API, and what's most important are which partners are already working with the Threads API. Those partners are Grabio, Hootsuite, Social News Desk, Sprinkler, Sprout Social, and TechMeme. Okay, so why is this such a big deal? If you use one of these apps that I just mentioned, or Buffer, I use Buffer personally, when you create content, you can use one of these tools to post it to multiple social media platforms at the same time. And these tools allow you to customize what you're going to post for each individual platform before you post it. You can also schedule them and so forth. When I use Buffer right now and I post things to Twitter, I have to copy that text and then open a Threads window and paste it onto Threads. That is not how it should be. I should be able to post to Twitter, Threads, LinkedIn, Facebook, everywhere at the exact same time. And of course, customize the content before I post it for each specific platform. And that is what you will soon be able to do on Threads, just like you can any other platform. This news is huge and very exciting. Nice to see the Threads team finally rolling this out, just like they promised. Okay, let's move on to some Instagram news. It seems that Instagram is testing the ability for business accounts who want to create partnerships with creators to see their creator insights of accounts they want to partner with. So for instance, say a brand wants to work with me, they can go to my page and see something called Creator Insights. This will show them the total number of followers I have, the total number of accounts that I have reached in the last 30 days, and the number of accounts that have engaged with me in the last 30 days. It says at the bottom, this creator has chosen to share their metric insights with advertisers. Insights are shown for the last 30 days. And then based on what you see on this screenshot, you have two options. Number one, send a partnership message where me as the creator would get a request to work with this brand, or to see similar creators, other ones that are either in the niche or similarly sized, so that this way they can look at alternative creators to partner with. I like this idea because it keeps everything in one place and it doesn't force me as the creator to send screenshots. The brand can see it right away. I will link to what this looks like in the show notes so you can check it out for yourself. And lastly, Carly Lynn, who works on the Instagram Creator Partnerships team at Meta, shared some insights to the @creators account all about hashtags. Here's the clip.
Hi everyone, I'm Carly from Instagram, here to talk to you about hashtags. We know there's a lot of myths out there about how hashtags work, so here's the real deal. Though hashtags can help your content get discovered, you shouldn't add a bunch of hashtags just to try to maximize your reach. The quality of your hashtags matters much more than the quantity. You should try to be very intentional with the hashtags you include and focus only on the ones that are relevant to the content you're publishing. For example, if you're a beauty creator, use all of the beauty-related hashtags to help people interested in beauty find the content that they like. Don't spam your captions with too many irrelevant or generic hashtags like hashtag reels or hashtag explore. Those types of hashtags don't actually help your content appear in places like the explore page and could even, in fact, hurt your content's performance. Instagram looks at how often people are engaging with your content as a signal to decide whether to recommend it to more or fewer people. Though content with a broad and irrelevant hashtag may appear to more people at first, if your content isn't effective at engaging that initial audience, that could actually end up hurting your overall performance of your post in the long run. There's no magic number when it comes to hashtags, but we recommend using only a handful of extremely relevant hashtags. So think more like 5 than 20.
For some reason, that clip kind of ended abruptly, but I think you get the concept, and it's nice to have this clear message from the Instagram @creators account. That is going to do it for today's episode. As always, thank you so much for listening, and be sure to come back next time for more social media news, strategy, or other things that you need to know.
Let me tell you a couple things that you should know about me. A product manager but do not have a bachelor's degree, but actually that's factually a fraction of me. Another fraction's posting content irregular and irrationally. Still probably won't get a job at the Gram. They forgot, they don't know, or don't care who I am. That's why you never see me at the parties and events. My lack of followers must make me irrelevant. Don't have a course, a book to sell to make a bag of grand. Not a social media marketer, don't represent any brands. Plain to see, don't have an agency, but I got a lot of spam. Just putting in my work, without the glitz and glam. Won't catch me eating fish, unless it's shrimp or clam. No six pack, no risk that, there's a gym card in my hand. Don't have a full-time job, but I got a lot of plans. Stay plotting, dropping knowledge on TikTok and Instagram.